welcome back. Assalamualaikum. Right, today I am going to continue working on the character by starting with cancels slash on hit detection. So right now I can cancel any attack into another attack if the cancels are available, but there's no condition for on hit. I believe it's done in the attack script for the combo attack. Or wait, attack manager at the bottom? Oh no, it would be choose action, I think. Would be the function. Yeah, so for key in attack manager dot current attack dot follow attack dictionary, check a single input, and if the attack in combo. However, I don't have a check for if an attack has hit yet. So I need to make a has hit property in, is it the attacks or the hitboxes? I think it would be the attack. Hit colon bool. What? None of those inputs did that. Bool equals false. Okay. So we have our property existing. We now need to program it being changed, which would be a hurt box thing, I believe, for hitbox data. That's the data, that's not the actual thing. Hitbox, okay. Skip the ready function. Damage, probably. Block check also. High-low block check, and then block check 2 exists, which I think checks the high-low as well. Yeah, start the stuff, fix color, these are tool scripts, okay, so it's somewhere between these three functions where I do something. Okay, so attacked entity. This is a signal, right? equals, never mind, which is from the active hitbox, so go back one. That's not the button, this one. So an attacked entity means I hit something, right? Okay. If area is a hurt box, okay, then set I believe this is used though several times. Yes, okay. If it is, then I think attack manager dot current attack dot has underscore hit equals TRUE, and has hit is a property that it is currently not detecting because I didn't save it here. Box area, now does it detect hitbox? Is hit? Okay, yeah. So now we check if the has hit happens. We also need to put it in the reset of either the attack manager itself, reset values, attack, dot reset actually, so and just go to that function, has hit equals false. Okay. Then with those two changed, we need to now check for it when we do a attack. Right, so then in the choose action function, can special and attack manager dot current attack dot has hit, and of course you would. And this what? Just one? Really? Okay. If this and this and this. Okay. So now that that has happened, I shouldn't be able to cancel anything. Question. Excuse me. Go. Wait a second, that's the wrong thing. Oh my goodness, I am annoyed by that. Why did that happen? The screen froze on it. That was what I started with this morning. Okay. Screen full, change. I am sorry. Save. That's working now. Dumb me, I guess. Not noticing problems. Okay. Yeah, this is fine. I actually would like to use the test player in the scene, so go to testing. That's the scene. Where's the test player? Yeah, whatever. I believe this has the heavy punch with heavy punch follow-ups, yep. And it's the badly coded version. Badly made version. Alright. Whatever. They work. Okay. Go to testing, save, run it. I have heavy punch enabled. I have forgotten what I changed the button to. Yeah, so well, that's at least useful to know that that's an option. Okay, so it has to hit something. Wait, is it only set to a hitbox? That's heavy punch 2. Heavy punch with kick, heavy punch. It just has a hurt box. Oh, okay, that's stupid. Add a hitbox. I really don't care for any of these right now. Fix names. I may remove this button so that people can add not just hit boxes, but like the actual shape they want in this thing. Right now it's set to default rectangle shape. Actually, if that's the case, they can just reset and change the shape here. But generally it's basic by box. Okay, hitbox exists now. Rerun it. So anyway. I believe it hit. That's neat. That works. Okay, cool. Frame by frame mode, I guess. Okay. does this have the right? Is combo attacks stuff? Yes. Heavy punch again. The timing is not set. Okay, so that makes sense. So from start frame 10 and frame 20, right? 24. Sure. Okay, so pressing heavy pick. No, that one's not working consistently either. Okay. Okay. I believe that has default launch set on there, but so both are coming out regardless, which is not what I wanted. Prevents self-damage and hitting again. Stun and damage calls are inside. If area is a hurt box, it would detect its own hurt box, so it shouldn't be there. I'm spanning it out, and it only detected when they were next to each other. Okay. Put some space between them. Remember that I don't have a proper jump button. Push. Okay. And then attack spam works. Move slightly away. Attack spam no longer works. Okay, so now it's required to be on hit. All special moves and normals are on hit cancelled. Okay, that's the default. Epic. So, decide on that has not been decided, but the programming for it has been done. And this should be here. I don't care if it's hit or blocked, it just has to happen. If get parent dot get children, so get the parent of this hit box and get its children, which would include the hurt boxes. Dot has this area, so self equals false. I believe I already add the host. Yeah, okay. Attack manager dot take exceptions dot has attacked entity equals false. And attack manager hit exceptions dot okay, then append. So prevents self damage on hitting again. multi-hit attacks, I think would just call a reset. Probably call the attack reset button multiple times. I don't have a multi-hit. Okay, so let's go to testing. I can remove this player. I also wanted to change the inputs for some things on the special moves. So down quarter circle forward should be a fireball of some kind, which I would like to add. Attack button. Rename it to special for fireball. Let me stop naming these with actual things and just name them. Down, quarter circle forward, floor, bullet, explosion. Sure. No, I just floor explosion, didn't have to have bullet in it. Okay. Save the name. Oh, it's still named that in the damn entities. Rename. Floor explosion. This one would be air explosion. Explosion, air explosion. Left button jab, left button low, left button overhead. Grappling hook. Just name it grappling hook. There is a world where I just make a precision platformer with motion inputs. So anti-air, strong, low, low. Is that right? The overhead, yeah. And then I want to save their namings. And go to the agent, change the actual inputs for it. So I have no diagonals. I would like to change the inputs. So down forward should be for fireball. Light punch, I would assume, is the fireball. Air explosion. Ground explosion. Grappling hook. Fireball. So just a thing that's industry standard, down forward or circle forward is usually a fireball style attack. I'd like forward, down, and forward up. Not up, forward. Forward, down, forward, up. Forward, down to be the floor explosion. And forward, up to be the air explosion. Okay. Fireball, which has not been made yet. On down forward light punch. I forget, how is my stuff working? Hitbox, quarters, light kick special, light punch projectile. I think I have 2 projectiles on this one. Okay. What are the other attacks? They need to program the spawn a thing. Fire slash explosion, one attack button, without fire. Oh, simple fireball. Electrical tools, gadgets, floor traps, grappling hooks, position. So I'd like the movement option to be a teleport kind of dash thing on special move input that has similar data but has no hurt box. Could be faster too, actually. If you input the teleport then you get a little bit more frame advantage. But you do get more distance. What's the difference between it and dash? Because we could have a dash macro, or we could have dash on a special move. I like the idea of having a dash macro for a regular dash, and then the special move dash, because first off it has a special move input, has one bonus, at least. And that would be you are uninterruptible for most of the animation. Sure. But when are you dashing? You're dashing maybe as an approach option, either in the air or on the ground. You're dashing away from your opponent as well. What else are you dashing? You're dashing for meaties, so changing the frame data would give you a second option for dash meaties. If it's a little faster, and you can't be interacted with, is that too much? You'd also dash through fireballs, which is, yes, definitely an approach option. So it has that advantage. It'd be stronger than some fireballs. Should you be able to block out of it without getting hit? Is there any recovery on the dash? This is the kind of stuff that makes me question things. How would I program it disabling the primary hitboxes fully? At the start of this attack, disable the primary hitboxes from this frame to this frame is one option. Another option is disabled entirely. It could be handled by the individual attack, this frame to this frame, and then the attack manager says if the thing is... Where is the attack manager script? Actually, what has this script that is just disable? What currently has it? I made it, but I don't think I used it yet for anything else. I probably want this to be per frame thing. Let me think. So Aki has her dash or slide, which is a move that has invincible on the entire move for the EX version. It can be grabbed. Teleport won't be grabbed. And then Is it invincible on startup? I need to check Aki's grab. Aki, Street Fighter 6. Because I don't remember. Super Combo Aki, I guess. I don't care. Yada, yada, yada. Crap, normals, command normals, throws, drive, impact, special moves. Here we go. Or lash. Snake step. Okay. Light kick, medium kick, heavy kick, kick. Okay. Command dash, cross up, collision disappears, frames 7 to 33, vulnerable to punish counter throws for the entire duration, strike invulnerable from 1 to 34, projectile invulnerable from 1 to 42. Entire animation is strike / projectile invulnerable on cross up. Collision box disappears for some frames. Strike invulnerable. Okay, so it's fully invulnerable on startup to end. It's an EX move, however. I'm trying to put this on a dash. Dashes are throw invulnerable on specific frames. No. Is there one that's like dash? Almost command, almost drive, impact, taunts, Street Fighter 6 navigation. Dashes are fully invulnerable from startup to the end, right? From startup to finish, they should be fully invulnerable. Okay. But you are stuck in an animation where you can't attack. It wouldn't be against the fireball working in the air. What do I make the dash? And from that, how do I program the disable collision and disable hurt boxes? I changed the collision layer to be walls only and not have players detected, I would assume. So Ugh. I'm tired for some reason. I only stayed up till 1 o'clock, but I'm still tired. Disable all primary all primary boxes. This would disable standing, crouch, and air hurt boxes, sorry. And then, at what point during the attack, or what thing would change it for what frames? I think it would be the attack again. His combo attack is special cancelable, is hit grab. I think attack is going to have the most, like, properties again. Export var. Has underscore invulnerable frames. I'm gonna call them iframes with capital I. Ooh. It's because of the dash, isn't it? What if I just cut the dash entirely? Don't have this teleport watch. Leave this for like a future possible thing. Hashtag to do, because I don't want to scope through this project too much. Iframes and stuff. Iframes. Projectile invulnerable. Is combo attack is special cancelable. Combo attack dictionary is attack pad, which is this thing. But it may make more sense to be an array of int attack pad. Bracket array. It would be something like that for start frame, end frame, attack pad. I could put them all in an array. Or just a letter A, colon, array, bracket, combo attacks dictionary is a variable but does not contain a type. Export custom. What is this? What is this? I don't know what this is. Export custom is just no idea what this is. Allows you to set a custom hint string and usage flags for the exported property. No, there is no validation done. We'll just pass the parameters to the other. I don't think I need that. There's another option. Since this dictionary is kind of an array itself, I could turn this into an array instead, start frames, end frames. But I don't know. My issue is I'm not sure what to do about an attack with multiple combo attacks in it that has a different start and end frame for each one during the same attack. I should just make the fireball and ignore this. End frame, 3, projectile with a frame tire, animation stuff, add all this animation resource. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, empty, curve, presets, at least constant. And then also at least constant. Okay. Max lifespan. I don't remember. Is it attached to entity? No, because it's a separate projectile that you can throw and not have attached and move around you. Okay. Animation seems pretty simple. How did I keep the animation working? At export, start animation, animate, emit is the signal, which takes it to the animation tool. I presume this needs a signal connection, right? Yeah. If I go to test player and I go to the projectile, it has a frame, it's a projectile animation tool, which is just the default animation tool. Okay. I am a little surprised that that's not handled automatically. Script, add projectile button. Where is add projectile? Projectile box dot add child. I need to add as well, not just a frame timer, but also a animation that is nowhere near spelled right. Animation tool. Animation component. And you want to make sure that that is the right. It is wrong. It is called animation tool. Projectile script. Frame script. Here, this line would not be it. It would be the animation tool. Actually, yeah. Add child, the animation tool. Okay. Add the animation tool, and then animation tool dot thing to animate is this projectile hitbox. also projectile box dot animate dot connect into animate dot. I don't remember how to connect a signal. And then I need the animation tool dot what the function is called. Okay. Is that everything? Because I don't believe it's an export here. Save, delete this, I guess. Give it a name. I didn't save. And now. There we go. Okay, and okay, yeah, it's fine. So it came up with dot dot dot. That's just because the name was not fixed yet. Then add a hitbox as well. Give it a starting position. Then add all the shenanigans that need to be added. Presets, constant. Displacement in 30 frames. I want a constant movement of for 50 frames. 60 frames a full second of 120 units. Track data. Really just having this is enough to prevent it from breaking. And I have set it to light punch. Fireball ran. It didn't move at all. Why? Its lifespan is 0, so let's put that to 120. I've already forgotten how long it made it. 60. Run it. Okay. It's out and it just doesn't move. What? I did not notice that I have not been connected to the headphones this entire time. Man, I really wish I paid attention to things more. Stop being like that. Work with my headphones. Now there's going to be a lot of clicking in the stream. Me clicking on the touchpad. Oh well. Okay, its lifespan is fine. The animation is fine, it's just not moving. If I manually click connect the signal, does it work? I want this to be as seamless as possible, where you just edit the... Okay. Attack, frame, script, and a projectile check animator as the state fixed names. Just fixed names, just fixed names, just fixed names. Projectile times 200. This thing, its signal is not connected. Is it? Why? Should it be after? Inspector, add projectile, fix names. Let me test the current thing. Please work. It's detached, but it doesn't stay working. It doesn't move anywhere. It needs to move. Why are you not moving? Wait, just that error that I see, apparently? I can't tell with that position. It's being reset in its position? Huh? Is the box supposed to be moved separately? Normally it would be this. It's fine. Right? It may not make sense. Depending on how it is imagined. Yeah. But why the hell is this? Is it animating the wrong thing? Am I supposed to animate this? It's still attached, is it? What broke the projectile? Does the test player's projectile work? Testing. Put the test player in. What is that even set to? Down quarter circle forward. Down quarter circle forward. Light punch. It animates fine. Well, the signal didn't connect here, supposedly. Then why is it not working? If it's already connected. Let me extend this by at least one frame first, just to see if that's the problem. Nope. It should be this. It's just not doing it. If it's a projectile, direction correction. Um, I use that 4 times? Wow. Is it possible that the automatic attachment of the signal is the thing that causes the problem? I don't know. Let's add this manually. Projectile area. Signals. Animate. To this animation tool. Battery. Starts with the linear. Okay. Let me try again. And this time use linear. This is not intuitive. I don't like this system as it is right now. Is code connected signals just bad? Like, why? Go dot signals encode. Unix signals via code and sleeves longer this is necessary when can't nodes and instantiate scenes inside of a script. Let's use a different node here. Godot has a timer that's useful to implement the skill tool down, yada yada yada. One way to signal bus simple script that contains signals from events that will need to be dispatched to many other nodes. Like, no. Source target. Okay. But why is it not shown in editor? Do signals break on tool scripts? Why is this a problem? I create the animation tool. I add it as a child to the projectile box. Make sure it's a scene, etc. as well. Connect the stick. It works when it's not done in code, and it doesn't work when it's done in code. And that doesn't make sense to me. And I don't know why. It's so weird. Ignore. Um, Connecting signals is one of the most common operations in crypto, and the API gives many options to do so. Subscribe for the down. The code block below shows the recommended approach. Button equals button.new. Button underscore down dot connect on button down connect on button down button. Clear hit. Object connect dot connect or signal dot connect. As seen above, the recommended method to connect signals is not object.connect. The code block below shows 4 options for connecting signals using either this latest method or the recommended signal.connect, and using either an implicit, callable, or manually defined one. Object connect with implicit, object connect with constructed, callable using a targeted object and method name, implicit callable function. Okay, so what am I doing? I am object signal connect object function. Callable self on button. If I just do this, then callable in the animate, comma, quotations, second closing bracket, save. Doesn't show up. Does it work better? Also no. Uh, Option 3. Use option 3. Yep, fine. Save. Mm-hmm. Player.hit.connect on player hit.bind sword, 100. And passing 2 arguments and bind 2 more arguments, connecting weapon type damage. Hit level weapon type damage. Hit by this with weapon this or this damage. Mm, a signal with this emit point animate dot is connected to animation. No. Process animate thing to animate dot thing to animate as a projectile area brackets dot animate dot is connected to the function animate here. Save. Run it. I'm sorry, what? Run it again. colon. Run it. Test it. This thing to animate. Oh, that wasn't even the right attack. Testing test curves. Testing test curve 2, 3, 4. Resource bound to projectile animation tool. Why is this projectile animation tool not like working? It's not working properly. I'm mad. Alright, I give up. Let's not fix this in code, and let's not try to connect it. Add child, set the thing. However, you have to manually set the signal. Ready. If animate dot is connected, has connections. You expecting anything? No? Okay. Push error animation tool is not connected to an object and signal not connected. Signal animate not connected to an animation tool for this projectile in get plus str bracket get underscore parent dot name. Not connected to this is hitboxes, which is gets parent dot name of get parent name. Damage not assigned signal animate. Signal animate not connected. Channel animation tool for projectile. For double quotations here. Plus, plus, name, bracket close, save, refresh. 34, scroll for it. This thing. Signal animate not connected to an animation tool. 4 frames. This in Fireball. Add spaces. Add the spaces. Okay. Save. I don't have a problem. It's just an error message that you forgot about. Right. Yeah. Connect. It has to be, for some dumb reason, a manual connection, and I don't like it. I accidentally delete the signal. Max lifespan, 50. Attack data, just anything. Add a hitbox. Move it around or something. Go to signals, click this, scroll. Hit this one, okay, connect. Run it, test it, be happy with it. Okay. Test curve. 50. So one a frame, curve, presets, constant, position. I called them smoothing curves. This feels wrong. Um, not really smoothing curves. This property is the percentage of the animation from 0 to 100%. of the displacement. I don't know what to call the curve. Percent curve? Because if I just go like this, it will move backwards during the animation, supposedly. Yeah, moves forward and then back. Which, like, are we sure? Percent of the animation distance. It. How do I name? What do I call this documentation? Because it's really confusing and it needs an explanation. Um, percent of animation distance at time. So the y component is percent of the curve. Y component of curve is percent position of the animation. And the x literally have a way to fix it. The x is the percent of time. I'm going to save this one, I think, as save as new resource. No. Animations. No. And up. Okay. New organization. Systems. Auto load script. No. Entities. Ancient stuff. New folder. Animations. I'm going to call this basic forward moving projectile. It might help. It'll definitely help me if I remember to look at it. Okay, the projectile is kind of done. It's not tuned. It can't be repeated multiple times. It's a single projectile that exists and then just continues moving forward and then stops existing once it's done. You can't spawn more than one. which is something I'm concerned about. Um, uh, projectile script extends hitbox, which has no, it's the attack that has on hit. Right. Mm, yeah, okay, that makes sense. Var on hit has hit or hit count, actually. Colon int and then we need a export variable of hit count limit. It would be the attack manager, I assume then. So it's per projectile object, which would be the man, projectile systems are complicated. Hmm. A bunch of games just have projectiles that go through things, so let's cut that for now and keep the scope limited. But it is a thing to consider for the future iterations. I need to stop trying to add more things. I need to finish the character. Finish the character, gosh darn it, myself. Now write on a sticky note, put it on my computer screen, and put finish the character in pen. Actually, I'm going to put it on my laptop, not screen. Or what is the part of the laptop? The base next to the keyboard, but not the keyboard, nor the touchpad. The top cover casing? It's too specific. Anyways, finish the character. I have finished the guy. It needs to be done. And I need to stop making things and changing things. Okay, projectile startup. Repeat the frames for the startup at least 10 times. Odd numbers, so again, 11 times. This this part can be one frame, right? And then repeat the end frame for like 30 frames. It's a fast startup, long recovery projectile. 43 frames? That seems reasonable. Okay. What is the Animation data. Basic forward moving projectile. Cool. Time in frames 50. Displacement 50. How fast is this? Too slow. Double it. I doubled the distance. 200. I can actually see it, please. Yeah, okay, that's good. 150. 3 per second. What does 3 per second look like? Like, you could see it coming on full screen. Yeah. Full screen, you'd see it coming pretty reasonably. However, it's out until you're so you're not really able to do anything to follow up. Let me do frame by frame analysis of this thing. Right. Okay, I can't crouch, so I assume I've done the attack properly. Yep, it comes out. It disable re-enables. Ah, you jump a bit after it comes out, but I don't think that's. Um, oops, I like this one at least. Okay, I'll increase the lifespan to 100 frames, and then this will have to go to 100 with 300 in the X. Actually, no. Let me give this 300 frames. No. This is the thing where it's like the projectile is going to be really clunky or something. Let me go frame by frame because I need to see what the heck happened again and double check. So they disable and re-enable, which is not wanted. If I make this 2 frames by doing this, does it fix that? Or does it just offset it? One, two, off, back on. Oh, that's so. It's conflicting interests of the attack manager and the. Do I have the ability to do -1? I don't think so. Yeah. Okay. So the attack manager, because this is a problem that, like, it's active the frame before, it's active the frame after. My fingers have lost the ability to make contact with my phone screen. Okay, weird. Uh, this is a small bug. Leave it. Finish the character. Control F. Fix me to do. Not, not now. Um, fix me. Capitals. Um, one frame is disabled on projectiles. Start up, which shouldn't happen. And then I will put the same in the projectile, and then I need to finish the character. More finish. Save that. Okay. I think that's a basic fireball. I think it's fine. Fixed names, frame data, yep. Save branch as seen, attacks, fireball.scene, save. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Data. Projectile that not a single thing is here. Um, basic, hit type mid, block duration. How much? Point blank projectile, let's think about this. If we activate it on frame 13, then they need to be stunned for basically 30 frames. 30. Sure. Maybe a little less just to make it fine. Blockbacks, I think 10, 20, 20 is fine. Hit stun duration, 32, I think is fine. On hit, there should be 0 Y, there should be a little bit more. Actually, blockback distance, 5. Projectiles should not move you too far back, except on hit. So let's go with 20 there. Damage, 500. Hit stop frames, 1. Actually, 0. Fine with it being 0. Air stun override. No, just basic air stun. Okay. So the attack has been unassigned by making it a scene. 80. Down quarter, circle forward, like hit punch, fireball. I could have it boomerang. Definitely not a slow fireball, but it is going a distance. Is it fully on screen the entire way? It goes forward and just keeps moving, which is fine. It doesn't look like it's falling anywhere. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Don't need any of those other things. Okay, so we've got fireball, ground explosion, air explosion, grappling hook move. I wanted to make the dash. I might cut it. I want something done and published for people to work with a little bit of pixels. Testing, remove you since everything works now. Okay. What are the other attacks that I decided on? So, fireball, floor trap, and taser. Dash, grappling hook. Okay. What else do spies usually use for movement? Spy, movement tools. Spy tools. Movement weapon. Game weapons, sure. Maybe I'll take a look at these. Bunch of basic swords. Blasters, portal gun. Probably not gonna code one of those. Stealth kit? Ooh, a stealth kit actually might be doable quickly. Just to stay below the hurt boxes. Mm, hack weapon. Mm-hmm. Movement, platformers. What do we got in here? Celeste has dash and double dash. I could simply just add an air dash. Wait, that's already a thing in the game. I can give it to them as an upgrade. Mm-hmm. is an option. As well as dive kick. Don't like that idea as much. Jetpack movement for like really big gaps or something. I could just give a run. Hmm. I think dash plus grappling hook is good enough. Give them air jump as an up. Okay, so if I were to go into here and be like, okay, what are the upgrades? Ice bullet, platforming tools. Yeah, I really need to. Okay, what are the upgrades? I think we've developed a new gadget for you. Floor trap is definitely one. What are the upgrades? Floor trap, comma, grappling hook. Dash is default double jump or air jump. Okay. Air jump slash dash. So you're stuck on the floor to do some stuff. I think ice bullet is fine, or ice projectile. Actually, let's see. Let me see. Let me make the attacks work in together with each other by testing the. I forget I can't jump. Okay. Frame by frame. Forward, down, down, forward, or sorry, forward, down, light punch. That's the ground explosion. Okay, that launches. I forget what frame it ends on. And then we have fireball come out. If we auto time it, they meet. Sure. And then we have a few, not a ton of frames, but we do have them like get hit. Okay, so that's nice. So you can do attack into okay, so you can do some attacks into the launch, into the fireball, bounce them off your fireball. That's nice. You'd then be able to grappling hook at some point. I'd like the grappling hook and fireball to connect as well. I'm being called by someone. Let me Okay, they were just checking up on when I finish. Hmm? Hit stop frame is not assigned in this. If oh, I should fix that. Attack data dot hit stop frames equals -1. Go back. Change this to -1. Then look for this again somewhere in, where would that be? The attack manager? Hit stop frames, none. Um, the global auto load. Hit stop and shake. Control F. Hit stop start. Function. Input manager would be one of the attacks. Attack manager. Would it be projectiles then? Or attacking? Hitboxes? Frames? Where the heck is this function? Where is this thing called? What the hell? Stun manager? Would that be? It might make more sense to be that. Stun manager? Yeah, there we go. There's the match. Hit stop dot start attack hit data dot stop frames. We already have an error check, so I'll put it as a warning, I think, then, and leave it at 0. I mean, where is it? Why do I not remember where attack data is inside of these things here? Wish it has a warning. Hit stop frames may not be assigned in this thing. They are 0 frames. Hit stop set to 0. Hit stop frames set to 0. I push it as a warning because that's just something that may come up. Yeah, so warning. It's not as bad, but it's there. It's noticeable. Okay. Um, Next thing I need to make is a spawn a object thing. Okay. So in the frames script, maybe? You need to either spawn a scene or spawn an object. I think a scene makes more sense. And then it needs to activate that specific scene. Or whatever it is. So new scene, 2D node, add a script, call this spawn underscore object. Spawn object thing, okay? And then change the location to new organization, systems, new folder, create folder name, uh, attack. Why is it lagging? I don't know. Attack components? Okay, I'll rename it when it's not dying on me. What the hell? And attack components. Then I would probably put in here what makes the most sense, which is the attack data resource. Nope. Let me recolor these. Systems, attack components. Then it's just because I want to reorganize so many things. That's animation resources, world building, script, components. I just have component scripts. So attack manager, frame, projectile, hitbox, hurtbox. The attack manager has attacks with frames that have hit boxes and hurt boxes that have attack data, also sometimes projectiles, and they'll also have the ability to spawn objects. Um, um, check. Okay, it's gonna need a var that's thing to spawn, which can I export this? And then can I go like Steam? Hmm. There's Steam related things. Packed scene? Packed scene. No, that would go there. Okay, so that's fine. So if I wanted to spawn the specific projectile attack, fireball.scene, throw that in there, then um, funk ready in here, thing to spawn implies that it has an attack manager. Okay, first off, this scene is already too complicated. Fireball. Let me copy this, go here, make this a scene? Question mark? Frame timer. The projectile has nothing of information. So let me add a frame. Which also has nothing. Oh, why? What? Oh, well. That fireball, but I still work, right? Okay, it looks like it's fine. Copy. Copy that. Delete this. Paste. Wait, what? Why is that? Just add a projectile area. Does this have all the things I need? Yes, it does. Okay, add Frame timer. Add nation tool. Add collision. Shape. 2D. Give it something. Animation stuff. Add elements. Quick load. Basic forward moving projectile. Maximum lifespan 100. Assign the timer. Add some data just to make sure it doesn't error. Thing to spawn, it should be this. Spawnable projectile. Actually, just name it to spawn test. Okay, animation tool, assign that projectile attached to entity. There is no entity. That might cause an error. However, I think that's actually touching the top level property and not attached to entity. So it might not run this scene. Spawn test 1 in testing. Host on base, no object. Yeah. Not exactly. If I start doing this, will I get more errors? Stop, run. Camera offset. Ugh, camera. Freaking camera. Add camera. And then add the auto load script. Set camera. Was that the only error? Position detached attack manager. And this entire function. Toggle comment. Yep. No, restart. Epic. Okay. So those are the things that would need to change. How do you make a new script? Testing, spawnable projectile create. Let me go here, Control A, C, go to the main one, Control A, V, change this to be like this. Go to here, rename this to attack projectile. Oh wait, no. Right, what would make sense here? This thing wouldn't extend anything. Okay. Let me go back to the projectile stuff so I can undo everything that I did to that. Systems, attack components, projectile area. Let's undo the comments that I did for these specific things. Yep. Don't need to start an animation. Okay, super dot ready. Yeah, probably attached top level. I don't think it matters too much. Ready, set is active equals T. True. Just see. Nope, not that one. This one. It is active. It stops. It doesn't move. The signal is not connected. Connect. Run it. It's on, it's off, it doesn't animate. Animate.emit. On ready. Animate.emit. Run. Wrong scene. Errors, what do we get? Right. Is facing right. TRUE, comma, animation stuff. I want to make this just a projectile that automatically moves. So let's just rewrite this entirely. So it extends active hitbox. Um, so I don't care is active. I don't care actually. At export var is underscore facing underscore right. Um, Type bool. Is active stuff doesn't need to exist anymore. Just lifespan check stop. I will redo that. Func. Lifespan check. Pass for now. Enable, disable. I don't need to enable and disable. I just need them ready. Okay, this doesn't matter. It's commented. Just cut it down until we have the basics we need. Okay. Alright, okay. We have start animation, we have a ready function for child if it's a collision shape, and child. What is this for ready from? Super dot ready. Alright, do I need this reference? Super dot ready, it should be a projectile stuff. Or hitbox, attached to entity, I don't think matters. Animate. Yeah, it's basically doing this from start to finish. Okay. So attached to entity boolean no longer exists. Okay. Ow. My stomach chest thing hurts. Alrighty. Is facing right is a thing that this thing will have. Animation stuff. Does it have attack data? Yes, because it's inherently a thing. Is facing right? Yes. Size 1. Lifespan, animation stuff. Displacement 300, 100. Yada yada. Linear movement stuff. Okay. Frame timer is defined. Animation tool is defined. It's not a projectile any area anymore, meaning a projectile tool will have to be edited. Is attached to entity. Okay, so then I need to copy this thing. Enter 1, 2, 3, 4 here, I believe. If and just else. Colon, print all this. No attached to entity thing. I just want to do that, I think. So it has a position, right? Transform, position, rotation. Everything has a position. It's only the oh wait, no, I should be using global position, I think. Okay. And then try the scene, see if it does anything. Yes, it moves and then it stops. Its lifespan ending doesn't do anything, so okay. Save branch has scene, spawn test, auto moving projectile. Then this should spawn this. It should also have a timer or timer colon optimized translation. Huh. This is a multi-mesh. They added things and I don't know what they are. Okay. Timer, add child node. Timer. Wait seconds. 6 seconds. This thing should kill itself. Lifespan check if um timer dot is stopped. What the hell is happening? Animate dot emit true out. Okay. If is engine editor, I don't think I need that. It's not a full script. So start animation, check lifespan, or wait, no, start animation, then timer dot let me add the frame timer because I may be more familiar with it. I have lifespan. Okay, start animation, frame timer. Yep. I have a frame timer. What the heck? Oh, there it is. On delay or interval. this is going to be in frames. It equals one export underscore range, a minimum of one, a maximum of I don't care. Step one, max. Since it's default one, I don't need to. 100? Oh wait, no. 1,000, 10,000. That's fine. Its default should be 1 so that we don't have it spawn every single time. Pass. Okay. Look. Process. I want this to work still, though. So, you have your frame timer inside. You have your lifespan. Okay. Spawnable projectile. You want now. If it's stopped, kill the object. Super dot ready. Self no, timer dot start frame timer. Max lifespan. Okay. Start the animation. Animate. Then check lifespan if timer dot is stopped. Self dot Q3. And Q3 is used to be deleted at the end of current frame and delete to all of its children are deleted as well. All references to the node children become invalid. Save. Run this scene. Run this scene. Bye-bye. Okay. Spawnable projectile. Then we need to do this, which process so timer dot start frame timer to spawn. That's only if it's stopped, so timer dot is stopped. If timer is stopped, start the thing and spawn. That's the wrong thing. Timer spawn interval. Okay, if timer is stopped, start the timer again. Then spawn this. How do I spawn this? How do I spawn this thing? What would be the spawn? Load? Should be string, but is packs. Are there properties that I can use this as an object? Instantiate, get state, instantiate. Edit state equals 0. State instance. I'll try it. Script into spawn.instantiate. What is my warning? Run. It didn't spawn. Debug. Okay, so it ran 271 times. Failed to instantiate scene of spawn test scene, pack scene, node count is 0. Make sure pack scene resource is valid. Hacked scene reset. Can I? This is the current scene. Spawnable projectile. Auto moving projectile.scene. Run it. It didn't go. Why? And I got no errors, which is the worst part. Okay, I think this is going to require a Google search. Sorry. How to spawn a scene in Godot using code. How to spawn a scene in a specific location. Just starting using Godot. Just spawning. Da, 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 da. Preload probably might make sense. More bolts. Add child. Okay. Axing. Um, a simplified interface to the scene file provides access to operational objects that can be formed in the same resource effect can be used to save a node to a file. The node as well as the little nodes that always get saved. The node own property. Scene preload dot instantiate add child. Okay. Load a saved scene. Use load instead of preload if the path isn't known at compile time. Example, saving a node with different owners. For example, creates 3 objects. Body only is owned by particular save those 2 nodes. Returns the scene state representing the scene file contents. Instantiates the scene's node hierarchy. Triggers child. Scene instantiation triggers notification instance on root node packs. Packs the path and all subnodes into this pack scene. Any existing data will be cleared. Hmm. I can instantiate it, meaning it exists. Um, child instantiates the node hierarchy. Let's run it and see what happens. Every frame it should do something. No 2D has nothing. Hmm. The auto-moving projectile has all of this stuff in it. Spawn should spawn this somehow, but this doesn't do it. What does this give me? What's a spawn.instantiate? Returns what? Returns a node. Okay, dot add child. No, I don't want to add this to a child. I want this to be self dot add child. This hmm, no. Var spawned object equals this. And its class doesn't matter. Dot um dot global dot global as node2d. One object becomes the child of the thing. Add child this dot position equals 0 or vector2 dot 0. Okay, that works. Amazing. Let me change the value. Run it. Okay, let me change the value from that to 50. See what happens. I don't know if that's a good thing. Should I set its name? In case? Mm-hmm. Name equals quotations A. Run it. Okay. Well, it is spawning it, which is good. Is it gonna possibly cause a memory leak? Maybe. Hashtag fix me memory leak? Um, caused by each new instance having area 2D number plus 1. Having area 2D number plus 1 every time it spawns. But hey, I made a thing that spawns something, which is literally what I needed to do, and that is good. Okay, this spawn object can move. The script is fine. The script is called spawnObject.gd, and the projectile is spawnable projectile. The scene doesn't need to exist anymore. The auto-moving projectile scene does, so these two autoload spawnObject.gd, that components. So agent enemies. I also think to do spawn when on screen. Or entering screen. Yeah. Spawn when the some so I just need to think about like a few of the ways that I want to spawn. Do I want it to spawn always? Do I want to spawn in intervals? Do I want it to spawn once every time the player's there? If I want it to spawn once, I might as well just load the scene there. Um, if I want to respawn something, I have this timer. There's also the other option of like spawn when enter screen view instead of timer. When else do things spawn in video games? On area entered, or on area entered, screen view, or on area entered. This one I might like bold. Area entered, like walk, melee. Alright, good timing. I'm gonna end the stream there. I think tomorrow I'm gonna draw a little bit for like stick figure attacks based on the sketches I have on my laptop, or sorry, my sketchbook. They're pretty basic. There's not really anything interesting there. Um, but it's just going to be a few more images so that something can be seen. Uh, since the spawn object is created, we can now spawn ice blocks, hopefully, as well, for like platforming tools. But alright, thank you for watching, if you were, and if not, well, you weren't watching, so